MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hand. Having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. They run, Devontae Freeman. Down to the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, 25. Hey, express. 11. Got it.
White 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, 59, ready.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Back. 22. Hey, Haywood.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. 53's the mark. 53. Check.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the set.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
80 weapon.
Focus, defense, focus. Deuce.
5.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones being chased out left. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard
Ready, break. Hard, hard.
Mike, I got it. Tighten up, tighten up.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to about the 22 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Ryan. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
8 Gator.
Stop here, D. Jim. Out.
Look at me. Door. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas True Blue on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Check. 21.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
51.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Flag 25! Play south!
On 2nd and 9, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check. Look. Squeeze.
Watch the whip.
Right on.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
45. Let's pick it up.
Greystone, travel.
Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 3 at the 39-yard line.
Check 45.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready up. Hey, Sam on. Hit it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, set.
You got nothing in here. You got nothing. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
You draw quarters.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert.
Hey, lock it.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rosa's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack, Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, high 7.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go.
Get it.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. General West.
The mic, 45 the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
45 the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Ready?
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
65, 65.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Go. Change too strong.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, here we go.
Hard, hard.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 26, check 26.
You're out.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and
Watch
goal.
safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Look at me. Go, go.
Kill.
Let go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check 31, check 31. Let's go.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's chasing.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Sam off. Snap.
This is Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Leo.
Single, slot.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
45.
Ready?
Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 45, 45, 45.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 30 base.
Check. Watch twins. Watch twins.
5.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready. Like 25.
Like 59.
20.
Check 59, right? Mike
From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready, get ready. Back 25.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
54, Sam.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. Here we go, here we go.
Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Check 43.
Big rip.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check safety.
Gone.
Check the hot read.
Hey, lock it. Go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Ryan. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Leonard Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Yeah. You don't want none. SOS.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.